Hello, welcome to the Daphne Danger video blogcast. I'm gonna skip all the fucking URLs and shit for now. If you want to find out more, just check out the end of the freaking blogcast. It's taken way too fucking long to fucking spell that out. So, enjoy. As you can tell, I haven't done a blogcast for a while. And or a webcam, which is like, I've been very, very busy. The reason why you don't see much makeup on me right now is because I'm still busy. A lot of stuff has been happening, a lot of good stuff. I went to the Medina this past Friday. Very fucking cool. Got to meet Tempest, Jendine, Eric, Harsh Reality. They're real people. It's nice when you meet musicians that, are really cool and not snobby. It's awesome. As you can see, different perspective. Actually, it's the same perspective, but I'm sitting a different way on my desk. I got a new desk for Christmas, so I am not using two TV dinner trays and an end table for my computer desk. It's actually kind of nice because I can actually move around. Oh, Happy New Year. Snappy January Zilch. Zilch. Yeah. I've just been in the hyperdrive with my creative energies. This year has just been, it was like going from slow to hyperspeed as far as my creativity goes. I have been trying to pull myself aside to do this blogcast, among other things, and my creative inner child's like, no, now. So, I've been doing a lot of creative stuff. Me and Mercy are working on a sort of like a grimoire page on MySpace, where we're doing a lot of white light spells and prayers. And one of the ones I threw up there was a prayer for the transgendered. It's not like a traditional prayer. It's not the usual, oh please, bring us this, bring us that, so that we may... There's nothing wrong with that. Some people just key into that. I key more into the, more of the confident, a thing in Kemetic. There's a lot of Kemetic philosophy from ancient Egypt. Magical speech and magical writing, it came from a position of authority. So rather than asking for stuff, you sort of more or less kind of command it. So it won't be like, if you're not used to any kind of prayers like that, you can check it out. It'll be pretty cool. Something new for you. Let's see, and I've been introduced to the works of Manly P. Hall. Very interesting read. He discusses in this book the secrets of teachings of all ages. He's talking about a lot of symbology and stuff like that, and what it represents, and how a lot of people who had a lot of knowledge and wanted to communicate that didn't necessarily use language, because, as you know, the languages change all the time. There are different social contexts in a different period, and then all of a sudden, within 50 years, the context changes, and over a period of time, that's going to totally screw up the message that they got, which leads to kind of the position we're in today. As far as the culture, I personally think. Well, what these people did was they stored a lot of information in symbols. That's kind of what the Da Vinci Code talks about. I don't necessarily know if the Da Vinci Code is based on an actual, the actual real, stable theory. But the premises behind it, the symbology, learning what stuff means and what it represents and how it tells you a story, that is basically the premise behind this book. It's basically a starter for discussing different mythologies and what their esoteric meanings are. I'm beginning to read that. It's a very tough read. I am sitting here reading through this. I cannot read a page or two without having my head spin because there is just so much stuff involved, and you have to stop and really, really think about it. So, but I'm up for it. I'm up for the challenge. I love the stuff. I mean, you've seen Doc. I mean, I've kind of around the beginning of the year, I made a commitment to him. I made a commitment to him. A commitment to I put this work in the service of the light. About a year ago, I probably wouldn't have even considered something like this. I mean, I was a very hardcore atheist. For any of you who've read my blogs, I wasn't a very big. I didn't really buy into any spirituality stuff, white light or left-hand path or anything. So there was a point in time where I was getting very low. I found podcasts. I listened to Atheist Experience. And it's just like a lot of atheist shows that I would listen to. I mean, hats off to the people who do them, but I mean, I'm unfortunate. Well, actually, it depends on our viewpoint, but I mean, we've kind of parted ways view-wise. I know something's there. I have established that there is something to religion. Like I said, I was listening to podcasts. I come across Alan Watt's podcast. Alan Watt likes to talk about a lot of conspiracy stuff. He likes to sit there. It's interesting the way he does it. He sits there. He will talk a lot of stuff, like a lot of this esoteric knowledge and stuff. But then he'll just put this spin on it, they're going to do this. Oh my God, they're going to do this. And it's I don't know. But it's he doesn't. I mean, granted, he doesn't give a solution. But I mean, it's just. For a long time, I was in that, and it was just what a shitty feeling to feel that way. I mean, and it's just there's something weird about it. You're talking about how they have all these methods that control people. Through words and stuff like that, and all this programming. Well, he basically admits in one of his shows that he actually uses techniques to fucking program people, or what as he calls deprogram, it's a little sketchy because when deprogramming involves the exact same steps as programming, where do you draw the line? See, my take on it is the guy's just another politician. I mean, granted, he says a lot of stuff that's true. I just think that, I just think he's more or less pushing something. I mean, we're fine. He believes it, but I mean, it's you can't sit there and simultaneously complain that, they got this enormous system going through and fucking with everybody while you're doing the same fucking thing. I mean, God, hello?